Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is my very first video, which I'm gonna be doing on the YouTube only, and this is English as well. So let's get into it quite fast, shall we? Um, I was given replays from Cricket, and he told that he was hosting Geralt versus Art PvP best of 5, and that's what we are going to do now, because these games have been played, but there appear to be no casters around. So yeah, this time around there will be castings. So I'm just gonna be uploading the video to YouTube, and there won't be like any other thing going on, unfortunately. So let's see how this works, shall we? This is my very first time to do this, so yeah, let's do it like the smart way. Oh, here's a casting screen. So as I was mentioned, this is a best of 5. So let's see how will these games go. Oh, Jesus Christ, oh, now I understand. Yeah, so here with Disco Bloodbath seems to be the first map, and here in the right side of the map we have Gerald from Team Blazer. Going to be a hard one for his opponent for sure every time when he enters the arena. And here on the left side of the Disco Bloodbath we have Art. Yeah. So yeah. Let's see if actually those we don't have music on. We're gonna fix that rather soon and real quick. Yeah. So here we go. I hope the sound levels are rather okay. Maybe they are a bit too loud actually. Let's put them bit more silent. Yeah. Now I can hear my own thoughts, and that's usually a cool thing for sure. As it goes in PvP, both of the players are going to make 2 gateways in this first map of best 5, and we're not gonna be seeing anything like a real special, at least for the beginning. It seems Art is scouting right away with his probe, not gonna be finding anything special, but he could be finding actually another probe from there, so that would be a little bit awkward. Oh, actually there's a pylon hiding. What if is like the coincidence for this, that this probe is actually probing around here? See what I did there? And the pylon would be like really close to it, but it seems that Art won't be finding this one. Art himself is doing a proxy pylon, but that's only for scouting purposes. It seems like 2 adepts going on for Gerald, and that's really nice. And robotics facility coming up for Gerald from the get-go, so we're gonna be seeing a lot of action here, and most likely a short first game as well, because robotics facility are from one base seems to provide not so long games. Not at all. And meanwhile Art is actually making two sentries, so we're gonna see what Art is thinking about. Art losing his probe. No, that actually was Gerald's probe. He tried to scout the main, but he couldn't do it. Oh, actually, is the Stalker gonna find out this place? It was so close, and yeah, he will totally find this place, and that's a huge moment for Art for sure. Art didn't actually even start his Nexus right yet, so there won't be like any forcing to cancel the natural or something like that. I've seen way too many Protossers losing again, especially on this map, just because of early Nexus, and opponent has been making proxy robotics, proxy Starcade, anything. So yeah, here we go. Actually, this adept is taking so much damage already, but these two stalkers are doing quite a decent job already. Like giving time for Art to be a little bit more prepared for this. Meanwhile, Art is sending his hallucination Phoenix, he's gonna be scouting Geralt's main base, and also the natural. Art knows the timings for everything in this game, and that's great for sure. Ooh, shield battery. Will it go down? No, it won't go down, obviously. Oh, actually, Geralt's immortal is coming up, so that's gonna be like a forcing the cancel right away. Ooh, Geralt. Both of the adepts are so low, but still, I think he hasn't lost any of like real units except those scouting probes. And so there's like nothing special coming up here. Oh, actually, Twilight Council for Geralt, and we are seeing the same for Art as well. Let's see what that means. Does it mean TTs? Adept upgrades? We don't know just yet, so stay tuned. We're gonna be finding it out in the next episode of this epic PvP. No, actually, nothing hasn't. Not much has happened here, so let's see. Oh, Geralt actually has blocked himself out from his main. Shield batteries don't cost that much, so eventually, ooh, 2 adepts killed, or 2 adepts lost by Art and killed by Geralt, obviously. So well, that's something, but not quite what you want from 2 adepts. I think he lost both of those. Yeah, he totally did it. Meanwhile, Art is still making a couple more adepts. Blink Stalkers for Geralt. And what is Art doing? We are not sure yet, but we'll be gonna be seeing real quick. So meanwhile, the immortal drop, it's doing its purpose. Well, not exactly. Oh, that was so close. Oh, there goes the War Prism. Last hit, it always does like 1000 damage when the final hit comes. It feels like these adepts actually are doing much more for Art than they did for Geralt earlier. Meanwhile, I totally missed out that there's a robotics bay already for Art. I'm not sure, did he cancel the Twilight Council, or am I just blind? Did my eyes deceive me? I'm an old man, so naturally I don't see what's happening. I'm half blind. Just kidding. Just brain damaged. No, just kidding again. Well, try to stick out with me. Meanwhile, let's see what units these guys are having. Art is having a little bit more, well, actually, a lot more sophisticated army for this situation than Geralt. 1 disruptor already can make a huge difference on this. And oh, actually, he's Art is no, he's not making any kind of disruption harassment. His whole army is in the middle of the map, and is Art actually gonna go in to push? Seems like he's gonna be going for an attack right now. Geralt only has couple immortals. Well, soon he has Stalkers with Blink. I think Geralt will be going for the same tech, but he just planned to make Stalkers worst with Blink. But rather soon, I'm pretty confident that if Geralt is given time, he will most likely make a robotics bay himself. That's kinda the trend nowadays with you. Oh, nice blink from Geralt. He actually snipes the War Prism that had Disruptor in it, and that was a huge moment for sure. Geralt with the pickups. And now Geralt is gonna be having lots of more freedom to do whatever he wants with his life. He's adding another robotics bay. Still no. Oh, he actually lost the one that was proxied. Well, of course he lost it. So that was the reason why he didn't make the robotics bay just yet. So Geralt's build will be a real like a slowed down version of what he would have loved to do. He would have probably wanted to do the robotics bay much earlier, but he did build his robotics bay here, as you can remember, and he lost it so far. Yeah, Geralt going with the War Prism harassment again. Immortals coming to town. This is not a good news for Art. Kinda strange that he actually seizes the Vault Prism and puts some Zealots in the main, and he's actually gonna be going to the natural as well. Remember that there's the blink which you can use. Nice micro from Geralt. He actually killed both of the immortals right there, and 2 immortals for Geralt are actually alive here. Still, ooh, let's see what kind of a micro here's happening. Well, not that many micro from neither side. There was a one click for Stalker, and then both did kinda like for just forgot that they even had transaction over there. And Art killing or like Art is defending this, and actually quite well when you look at the supplies, overall supplies, and both the worker supplies. This is quite decent situation for Art for sure. Meanwhile, Geralt still struggling to get the robotics bay in. I think he had resources to do. Oh, I totally missed that one up. That War Priest. Oh, there it goes. He tried. Art tried to recall his War Prism, but Geralt was prepared with his another group of stalkers, and he sniped that up. Wow, what a play from our Geralt friend. Art is still in the game, like totally in the game. Art is actually a little bit in the lead, especially after his upgrade for Stalkers finish up. And there's 40 Stalkers for Geralt, so Geralt has more Stalkers, but Geralt cannot like... At this point, Geralt he has the mobile side in his side, but he cannot fight like in direct fight against this. Art actually blinks up onto the Geralt's army, and Geralt has more Stalkers, so that was a costly blink up for sure. And again, Art loses one of the stalkers. That was a good like fight for Geralt. He picked up, I think, a couple of Stalkers, and that's insane. That's insane. Art was way too aggressive for that situation for sure, and he paid the iron price for it, like Game of Thrones reference. Oh, and another snipe from Geralt. Geralt showing some micro tricks over here. Both of the players starting their third Nexuses kinda in the same time. DT Shrine for Art. Is there actually observers on the map? Well, both has one. So there's a potential for the DTs to do quite a bit. Let's see how it happens. Oh, if the game even... Oh, actually, that was an observer, yeah. So now they aren't observers for Geralt. Well, Geralt is starting another one instantly for Phoenix hallucination scouting thingy. Okay then, let's see. It seems like Geralt just wants to like put the fear of God in Art just by showing 4 Phoenixes, but I doubt that this will work that hard for sure. And meanwhile, nothing special happening over here. Ooh, double disco balls going, and they kill one Geralt, so nothing huge, but at least now Art knows that he's gonna be facing disruptors himself. Actually, the upgrade signs are looking really great for Geralt. Geralt soon be having, well, in a minute or so, will be ooh, Art don't micro this, and he loses, I think, couple Stalkers, and that's what is happening over here. I guess the Dark Templar first one game, and I totally missed it. Well, who let these observers over here? Bad observing, Divinesia. Please do better. I'm talking myself right now. That's a sign of a potential brain damage again. Perhaps I should need to go to doctor and check things out. Meanwhile, let's see how many disruptors there are. 4 for Geralt, 3 for Art. Bit by bit, I think we are heading a little bit more to the disruptor meta game in PvP, especially after the Nation Wars, where I'm Cunning was able to defeat. Do I remember who it was actually? No, I think I don't. But it was he was some really good Protoss player. Maybe it was even Mana or PD Troco. Well, Cunning won some high profile protos, just like with the disruptor stalker composition, and seems like that's the way to go at the moment. It's hard to make air units against stalkers, and disruptors kinda deal with the immortals and stuff. Ooh, close situations, seems like we... Oh my god! Those were... Oh no! Oh, so close! So close! Two of the disruptors almost hit perfectly for Geralt, but they kinda missed then everything, and then the catastrophe was happening to Geralt, but he in final seconds he managed to like defeat... Oh, these DDs are doing here huge amounts of damage, and well, it is Art that wins the first match. Okay then, well, that went really well for Art in the end. There was so close moments for those disruptor shots in the end, but well, this is PvP for you guys. Yeah. And let's without any breaks, let's just jump into the second game. So Art is leading 1-0. I'm trying to not show like the main screen to you right now, so you don't get spoiled. So this is a best of 5. I've mentioned that like 10 times already, but let's mention it still. Ooh, and then we go here, and we are prepared to go for the second game or the second match of this best of 5 showmatch of Dryget. So here we have in the down right side position of the Thunderbird Ladder Edition, the map which generates usually the longest maps, the longest games of all the maps in the map pool. And here we have it's Geralt. I think in this year Geralt has kinda established himself as one of the better protosses of the scene. In Europe at least. And here in the left upside of the map we have Alpha X's Art. And Art is actually doing quite well on his own as well. For some reason it feels like Geralt has taken like the credit that he has established himself this year, but Art has actually played really well as well. Both of the players have been doing quite well in WCS challenges, or how you say those qualifiers, spring and such. These players have been like kind of the players to knock out if you wanna go further, and they have been doing really solid job. So looking kind of forward to what these gentlemen will be doing in the next year, when the brave new patch arrives and everything is gonna be turned into better. I have to admit that this has been rather rough year for Starcraft in general. I haven't seen like all the, compared to last year, after every tournament there was like all the viewer numbers were so positive and we're doing so well and Starcraft is on the rise, but we haven't seen that much of that kind of a news this year, and that's kinda worrisome. But we already know that there's gonna be WCS next year, so let's make sure that the next year will be the best year Starcraft to ever saw we. But then let's go back to this game. Proxy Twilight Council for Geralt. He's opening up with 2 gateways as well. Meanwhile, Art making 2 gateways himself. Oh, and there goes the scouting pro. And then the totally unnecessary pylon block from Geralt on Art's main. But yeah, surprising that it goes down. Meanwhile, Geralt will be getting that scouting pro from his opponent. I'm pretty sure that Art didn't see those structures, but well, I'm pretty sure. So I cannot, I don't know like the hotkey to change myself to Art's point of view and back, so I won't do it, because if I'm gonna do it, this is a replay and you would see how long this game goes, and that's a huge spoiler for sure. I know you didn't read the book. Another Game of Thrones reference. Oh, actually, Geralt loses 1 adept before it it does anything, and he's actually gonna be losing the both as well. Art is starting to take like solid leads, solid small things in the second game, and that could be making his way to victory over here. Overall, I've thought that Geralt is the one who's like the #1 fellow over here, but Art is not showing that he should be the #2 fellow. It's Art who has been kinda in the driver's seat. Well, he was defending a little bit more in the first game, but his harassment did so much more than Gerald's did, and Gerald made couple of mistakes of not making that robotics bay and stuff and such. So yeah, this time around both of the players are making nexuses. Back in the Asus Rock tournament this summer that was held in Finland, there was this Korean Protoss meta that you kinda made only one base disruptor, and it worked so perfectly against like expansion builds, not expansion builds. It seemed almost unbreakable. One base disruptor. I mean, you could make that robotics as a proxy building. It seemed really solid. But lately we've been seeing more and more macro games in PvP. And well, why the fuck not? Because if you survive, of course, better the economy, the better you'll be. Trust me, it's the key to victory actually. If you have more money than your opponent, you have more room to make a bigger army and more room kinda to make mistakes, and it's all about your opponent to kinda overplay you if he's behind in economy. Yeah, in the end, it's all about economics, one might say. And then comes the micro part as well. But actually, when looking, Blink is paying off already for Gerald, and he picks up one Stalker. But actually, Gerald did nice picks in the first game as well. But it didn't matter in the end. Art cruised himself to victory over there. So okay then. Meanwhile, Gerald making a couple more simulators already, and Art is not in that business just yet. Now he is. Okay. So seems like there's some kind of trends going on over here. This must be standard then. I'm quite certain of that. Meanwhile, these targets trying to be out on the map and do what they can. They will blink on the... Oh, one of them actually will only blink. So yeah, Gerald is playing this safe. Good thing for him. If you don't know where are you blinking out and you blink all your targets, of course you have potential to lose the whole game, and that's not what you want. Meanwhile, instead, we are gonna have charts to be started, and Templar Archives as well for Art. Meanwhile, Gerald is gonna be making Immortals and Archon Templar Archives. So yeah, a little bit different goings at the moment. I'm pretty sure though that Gerald, Gerald, yeah, I was kinda confused about the colors for some reason. Gerald should be starting like rather quick there. Charge himself. Yeah, he doesn't have that quite yet. He has Blink and +1 already ready. So Gerald is leading a little bit in the upgrade department on this game, but it didn't play a huge role in the first game, so who knows about this game. Actually kinda interesting that both did disruptors in the first game, but this game we are not gonna be seeing disruptors for either of them. So there seems to be kinda like rock, paper, scissors. Either you make disruptors, or then if you don't make disruptors, you're gonna be making this charge lot Archon composition, and well, that's kinda okay-ish, I think. It's kinda strange, I guess because the Starcasts are so good anti-air units, like cost effective, that's the reason why you don't see Protoss players going that much in like real Stargate play. Well, there's these Phoenix builds, obviously, and Phoenix are really good in PvP. But meaning kind of we rarely see the heavy hitters in PvP, meaning Tempests and Carriers and such. Ooh, Immortals doing insane amount of damage. You could say Immortals are doing immortal damage to Stalkers, and here we see bit awkward. Are they killing them? Oh, that fight was so tied up. Both did kill themselves up. That's kind of like the lesson of war. There's no real winners when it comes to real war. But hey, we'll see who's winning this game, because Art is gonna be attacking right quite fast. But it's Geralt who's +2. It has finished up. Geralt has a little bit less of an army. Is there actually still not? No, there's no charge for Geralt, and that's unfortunate. But let's see if that plays a role or not. Art is not taking the 4th Nexus behind this. He's just been here and being real aggressive. Actually, kinda like a brave thing to put your army in like in near the opponent's main and leave your main and natural and 3rd base on guard, because it's always possible that a wild war prism arrives and it gives you a heartache and real hard headache for sure. Actually, these Zealot skins look so good. I love those. Nice, looking really nice. And there we see, but remember that these Zealots doesn't have that charge, so this ain't that like scary, and plus that Geralt just recalls right away, so he don't mess up with those. And Art is gonna be going for Phoenixes, and he's making even a fleet bacon. That must mean that he's making even a range for those units. And hey, why not? Why not? Phoenixes are great units to have even in few numbers in PvP, because if you can pick up an Immortal or something else real nice, it's always a good thing. Although it feels like on this specific composition that Geralt is using, I don't see what is the purpose of Phoenixes. They cannot like lift Archons up, as Archons are they like massive psionic units. But yeah. Oh, boys and girls, we're gonna be seeing Mothership Core. Well, switch for me. I'm all ready for Mothership Core for sure. And when the other player has a Mothership, or not the Mothership Core, pardon me, I've played this game so long, so the core continuation just comes like in a blink of an eye. I don't even think about what I'm saying, and then I just say randomly the core word behind that. Oh, Phoenix actually will be chasing up this war prism. Now that one Phoenix looks so smart, and that war prism is gone. Meanwhile, +3 gonna be finished up rather soon for Geralt, and Geralt making even more of those Archons. This is almost like mass Archon build. Is there still? Yeah, the charge is now finished up for Geralt and has been finished up for quite a while. Well, just as I tell that we rarely see these massive air units in PvP, there it comes. There it comes. You can gaze now upon this beautiful carrier. So far it's only one carrier for Art, so it doesn't change all that much, but soon it will be 3, and that's a little bit better. But this fellow is the game changer right here. And are we actually seeing that Geralt will be attacking here? Yeah, we're gonna see that. There's no observer for Geralt, so Geralt has to come back. He has to come back real soon. That observer ain't going anywhere. And now we're gonna see what's Geralt's answer. Ooh, actually, Art, is he losing? Art lost. He lost his only single. Well, that kind of means the same thing. carrier, and that's not a good thing for so. Geralt wants to go for an attack, but there's still only one observer. Well, now it is moving up. So we're gonna be seeing how these +3 Archons, well, they are bad boys, but there's still 4 Immortals, there's sealed batteries, there are 4 cannons, and quite a good number out in squad. And then we go to fight. Well, try to see what's happening over the arc. The arc for the Archons is insane, but it seems like Geralt already goes back. He has lost his mojo for the army. He has lost his confidence of winning this battle, and seems like the trade goes well for Art. But did Art overextend himself? Seems like it's possible, because the supplies are a little bit even right now. Ooh, Disruptor enters the battlefield, and that was not, well, maybe not a miss, but it wasn't that of a dramatic explosion as well. There's a huge amount of minerals and gas for Geralt, and he's actually using his minerals to harass. At the same time, he's putting his army into aggressive position, and he's gonna be attacking. No, he's just threatening with his army. He's threatening to attack, but then he doesn't do that, and he gives a little bit more time for his harassment. But seems, oh, actually Starcraft entered the battlefield, but where's the observers again? Oh, we are actually fighting in the middle of the map as well. There are not that many of Geralt's units, and did Art, seems like Art did caught a little bit Geralt off position, and Geralt is paying the price, and Art is going through. Oh, and there goes the War Prism. Alright, it's end. Rest in peace, War Prism, says Art. And Art is pushing with his mothership. And is there, oh, there are 2 carriers this time around, not 1. Wow, 3 Tempests for Geralt. Both of these players are showing what caster curse means, like every time when you say something you haven't seen, then both of the players do it, and this is looking quite well for Art when you look at the supply, as would some famous caster say in this situation. And Art is forcing the issue. He's gonna be pushing Geralt's army right back, and Geralt's army doesn't look that great. It doesn't look that healthy. Oh, some TTs over there, and they're gonna be going to kill the cannon. With cannon you can, but if you don't have a cannon, then you're fucked. And now the Nexus is getting killed as well, but Art is pushing the issue instead of recalling back home. And that concave of Archons is way too much. Actually, one Tempest was misrallied for Geralt, and Geralt loses it. And Art seems to be really on top of his game today, but Art is actually losing quite a bit for these TTs. But it's a nice thing for Geralt, but is it like Geralt won that battle, but he's losing the war? Yeah, he's totally losing the war. Geralt, GG's out. And Art, quite a bit of surprise. Art goes to lead 2-0 this best of 5. So, well, we're gonna be seeing a little bit surprise, maybe in my eyes. We're gonna be seeing there's still some games to be played. Stay tuned, because rather soon we're gonna be going to the game number 3. This could be the final game, or maybe not. Interesting. What I can tell you already in advance is that the second or the third map will be Ephemeron, and we're gonna be seeing what that means, like in reality, or like this time around. And here we have, in the up left side of the map of Ephemeron, we have places Geralt. And in the down right side of the same map, who would have thought that these guys are spawning in the same map, we have Alpha Exorcist Art. And Art already leading 2-1. He only needs 1 map to nail this show match, and that would mean that he's gonna be winning the show match. So Practically, Geralt needs to win 3 games in a row, and Art needs to win 1 map out of those 3 games. So let's see what's gonna be happening. If there's someone who can pull this situation off, it's definitely Geralt. Geralt already making both of the guys making 2 geysers and then 2 gateways, so rather the standard. This is the norm of PvP. If you don't go 2 gateways, you're making something really stupid. Because you can die just basic push. Like, hey, I'm gonna be doing one sentry and then I'm gonna be doing Nexus. No, you're gonna be you're gonna die to first 2 stalkers, so don't do that. Do this instead. But do you want to make a proxy or not? That's up to you. It's always a possibility for sure. Art is gonna be scouting what Geralt has at the moment, and Art will be seeing that there's 2 pylons already in Geralt's side of the map. Meanwhile, Geralt is this a scout for the probe? Or is he making his 3rd pylon proxy? We're gonna be seeing that up rather soon. Art is making his first 3 pylons on his main, so not much happening. Geralt is doing the same thing, and Art will be actually seeing that with his probe, so it's a good thing for him for sure. Meanwhile, Art is gonna be starting this with the Stargate, so alrighty then. There comes the proxy pylon for Geralt. And adepts for Geralt as well. Adepts don't shoot up, so that's maybe a little bit of an issue. Ooh, nice scouting pattern from Art. He actually totally misses this one up. But there's not that much to be scouted, and actually Art will be scouting it, so yeah. Bye bye probe. Bye bye beautiful. Oh no, it's dead. It's dead for sure, and but we'll be seeing. Will we see some kind of interaction with these early adepts? Actually, Phoenix first for Art. Alrighty then, so no Oracle shenanigans in the early phase of the game. Alrighty then. Meanwhile, Steel Battery already for Geralt in his main. Geralt is still making on the adepts, and ooh, we're actually gonna be seeing a little bit of a skirmish over here. Fight of the pylon. This is actually this is gonna be going so well for Art. The Phoenix comes and changes totally the battle. If it didn't look already kinda great for Art as well. Nice microphone, Geralt. Now there's adepts scattered everywhere, and this adept is actually he was kinda optimistic to find a kill. Instead, he finds himself dead. Rest in peace. Ooh, 3 stalkers actually from Geralt's side. I feel like both of the players are so freaking aggressive at the moment, but is there like real reason to do it? And what is Art doing? He's just scouting with his phoenixes. That's great. There's not many things that are like really scary in Starcraft. Well, there's a lot of skill, a lot of things actually, but when you go like this without the war prism or anything like real tech, and you know your opponent has phoenixes, you have to be kinda scared, even though like the situation is Art is trying to do his Nexus, but he most likely seems to be only cancelled that one up. Meanwhile, his phoenixes are actually doing some economical damage at the same time, so it's quite fine for Art to just cancel the Nexus. Ooh, Art actually killed like maybe 1 or 2 adepts, and does that give actually time? Oh, Geralt, don't micro his stalkers. He's taking so much damage for that stalker already, and now he's gonna be doing that. Is he actually gonna be killing that Nexus? Seems like so. Okay, kinda strange that Art for some reason thought that he can finish that up, but now he loses it. But still, the overall supply goes heavily in favor of Art right now. As you can see, these phoenixes are almost uncontested. There's 2 stalkers trying to do their best. and eventually they actually chase away those phoenixes, and that's a great thing for sure. Meanwhile, Geralt making another Stalker. How many Stalkers are there in the battlefield? 13 Stalkers when there's only 4 for Geralt, but Geralt already has one Immortal and soon he'll be having a second as well. Interesting that that's Immortal stays behind. Well, now he's gonna be going up. But Blink actually is gonna be finishing rather soon for Geralt, and we'll see will that play a role in here. We'll see. Geralt is actually wanting to be aggressive with these Stalkers, and as there are soon 2 Immortals, this Phoenix... Oh, Geralt blinks forward. Art's army is a little bit off position, but it's heavily off position, but doesn't actually even matter. These Phoenixes are doing some heavy lifting, pun intended, and the Immortal joins up the battlefield as well, and well, even though it went as good as you can ever hope for Geralt, it ended up in a disaster, and now it starts to like really feel like this might be 3-0 for Art, and that's impressive for sure, as Geralt is not a player to be like played with. Geralt is actually really strong Protoss for sure, but Art seems to be that one as well. Oh, there comes a blink, and actually Geralt did manage to get a kill from one Phoenix. So one thing what I've been impressed from Geralt in all of these games is his Stalker and Micro. It has been really insane, but well, in the bigger picture, the winning hasn't been that well on this game, and now he's in problems. Oh, actually shading from Adept. How far will it go? It will go far enough, and now Geralt is actually blinking to the main natural of Art, and this is the final stand, maybe or maybe not. Oh no, and then goes the blink to natural. Now there's actually even a sentry over there. Nice force field for sure, but it feels like the army of Art is just too strong, meaning those Immortals and those couple Phoenixes, you cannot blink back when you're lifted up, and Geralt is forced to go back with his army, and the army supply and the overall supply is so in favor of Art, and Art even has natural expansion over there, so that's a problem. That's an issue for Geralt for sure, and Geralt knows that he can't go from macro game from this position, and he's actually shading in, and then he's blinking in, but he doesn't shade in, and now he tries to blink. Well, he kills one of the Phoenixes again, but he loses one Adept, and especially he doesn't kill Art. Art is just happy to just sit at the moment. Oh, actually 2 Adepts went their way in the main. They killed 3 probes, and actually only one of the Adepts will die. Is he? Yeah, Geralt is totally blinking in. There's not that much of Art in the main. Immortal gets caught up, hands pants down and gets killed, and trade only for 1 Stalker, but now the end of that raid. Oh, nice force field, really nice force field from Geralt's side, and Art is forced to do some work still in this game just to stay alive. Nice job from Geralt, keeping the pressure so long. But there's a problem, there's an issue, and the issue is that his main is running low on the minerals, so there's only 4 patches left, and Art has some patches in his natural, and that's a real issue. The economics is coming to do some work. Oh, that Immortal. Even though Geralt tries to pick and kill that off, he doesn't kill the Immortal off, but instead he loses many more of the Stalkers. Well, those Stalkers kill a couple of Adepts. Oh, and another Adept wants a couple more kills, but it ain't enough. And Geralt knows this, and even though the pressure was really nice from Geralt's side, it wasn't enough. Damn, that was action-packed PvP, as PvP usually is, as action-packed as ever. We actually saw even Carriers and Tempest, so I rate this PvP rather high, even though it was only 3 match best of 5, but it was full with plenty of good moves and good games. So yeah, this was a really short video, and this wasn't like live streamed in Twitch or anything. I haven't actually done English videos for quite a while, not like in the beginning of the year, so in like half a year or something at least. So this was quite a nice experience again. So thanks for Tricket for giving me the replay. And please put the comments in the video if you watched this and if you liked, and if you didn't and you want to just tell the Divinesia you suck, feel free to do so. And then I know that I suck, and it's a good thing always. It gets your feet, and it keeps your feet on the ground, so to speak, and you get honest. And the same thing goes as well if you for some reason are only watching this video and think who on earth is this guy, then just go to Twitch or in Twitter. I have Divinesia TV in all three platforms, in YouTube, in Twitch, and in Twitter. So it's Divinesia TV, so give me a follow and tell me what's up and what's not. Still, time to end the video. Have a really nice evening or morning or night, depending where are you watching this from. I hope you had lovely time, and we're gonna be coming back in a while. So once again, thanks Ricket for the replays, and have a nice week everyone. Bye bye.